Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So today's reading is going to be an in-depth reading. This reading is going to be for no contact, no communication, low contact. We're going to find out what is this person thinking, their exact thoughts and feelings. What are they exactly feeling now that you're not around them? So we have 4 piles from the left to right. I'm going to open the cards. So the first card is World. The second pile is Justice. The third pile is King of Wands. And the fourth pile is the Sun. I'm going to pull out 4 more cards to see what comes out for any easier card selection. So we have Meander, pile number 3. We have Connection, pile number 1. We have Responsibility, pile number 4. And we have Harmony for pile number 2. So pause if you need a little longer, pick the one which calls your name the most, and I'm going to begin with pile number 1. Hello pile number 1, if you chose the World and the Connection card, this will be your reading. How is your person really feeling at this time? I am picking up on the energy of someone feeling like they made a mistake or how they left things is something that they could have acted better, but I feel like their shadow got the best of them. That's what they tend to think a lot about. The World is a completion card. It does signify endings and beginnings, so they do see that this connection came to an ending. However, this person does perhaps they do go back and forth whether they wanted to reconcile or they wanted to bring in a new start over here. This seems like quite an indecisive person. I think it's very safe to say that you might have noticed that in their behavior. Even when they're around you, they kind of have a very wishy-washy way. um I do think that during this time they're thinking a lot about the genuine connection that they have. They feel like they have a past life connection to you. This person is maybe more attracted to you at a physical level than a romantic level. It's possible that they don't know you that well, or um I think that you have not taken, or they, I guess both of you have not really deepened the bond to be very emotionally attracted to each other, but there is a level of codependency or attachment that I do pick up towards each other that has been developed over here. I do feel like this person represents a specific pattern in your life. So we have the Tempest and the Resistance in reverse. So this does talk about the ebb and flow of relationships where something that might have been quite difficult is coming to an end with this person. I feel like this person is someone that makes things difficult for the other people to be around because of their own subconscious core beliefs that I am unworthy of love. So they act up in a way in which it makes it difficult for the other person to stick around. We have breathe. So this person is taking time to reflect. I do pick up on an influence of maybe um friends or talking to friends, like what should I do about her, what should I do about him. I don't know, the situation seems tough. It's like I don't get a very good feeling. I feel very anxious about this, or whenever I'm around this person, I tend to feel quite anxious, or like there's a level of resistance that this person understands that comes into play when they're around you, or they just generally think about you. The energy is quite low. You could have had a fight. Now that's optional. This is general reading. Take whatever fits. There are a lot of people watching this reading, so not everything is going to be 100% according to your situation. I do sense a little bit of like this person being a little bit, mean or agitated or angry with you. They're just not very nice towards you. That's what it makes me feel like. The moon in reverse. So satisfy emotional needs, nurture self and others. I think this person doesn't really know what they want in life, especially in terms of relationships. That's a very big given over here. This person is not very aware of who they are at a core level. I also feel like this is someone that actually doesn't know what type of a relationship they want. They haven't taken the time to really understand what they want in a relationship. And that's probably the reason why they're kind of telling me, like, this is the unconscious. This is how the unconscious is facilitating those thoughts. So, why they feel uncomfortable around you is actually a reflection of their own unconscious thoughts and feelings, where this person doesn't know how to take care of themselves. They haven't taken out the time to really figure out who they are. And what do they really want in a relationship? What type of a person? See, if you can't sit down and really dive deep inside yourself, what do you really want? Then you're just gonna get whatever you catch. You're not gonna find an intentional relationship. You're just gonna find whatever the heck is thrown your way and you're gonna stick with it. And I feel like you also need to hear that. If you don't take out time to figure out what you really want and what goes beyond your trauma, you will not be able to manifest a real relationship, because then it remains surface level, the level that you've met yourself. I think this person does a lot of things, usually to get that appreciation back. So it's like this person will do things for you. There's a blurred line. Like, it could be out of the goodness of their heart, but it could also be that you tell them, like, wow, you're such a great partner, or wow, you're such a good boyfriend or a girlfriend. Like, they do things to get that validation back that they're a good person and they can be in a relationship. It's like this person does things to receive external validation for things they don't completely believe about themselves. Ace of Cups. Magician in reverse. The Empress. Ace of Wands. Justice, Libra. Gemini, Virgo, and Taurus. The Ten of Swords. Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. This is earthy energy again, which talks a lot about how they're thinking, perceiving the situation, how they're thinking about you. I feel very strongly that this person has gotten awareness about something, that it's possible they've read about it, with the Ten of Swords, everything is fine, and this woman is just scrolling on her phone or whatever she's doing. This could have been quite, with the world again, strong Uranus energy that I pick up. It's quite technological, digital, this relationship, long distance, or this could have been something that mostly you guys communicated through the phone, through the internet, calls, but it does seem like a lot of texting. I think you're a very inspirational person. You kind of have this how they're seeing you or feeling about you. I feel like for majority of you, a lot of you that chose this pile, it's almost quite funny. It's like if you guys had a Facebook club, you would really resonate with the phase you are in your life. It's kind of funny because I think a lot of you, and I pick up on women. Most majority of my demographic is women. You're very independent woman. You're working towards that, and you are developing a good sense of balancing your masculine and feminine energy. And you have sort of knowing that this person is, you have a karmic contract with them or something, like it's difficult, and spirit wants to let you know that this person is not a reflection of exactly who you are. Okay, this person is reflecting back a wound, but this person is not all that you are. Okay, if you think that you're still attracting unavailable people and you're not leveling up in life, no, that's wrong. Life is very intricate. The universe works in very magical ways, but maybe it's important for you to know that what this person is representing is not all that you really feel about yourself inside. Okay, there's a lot more to you, and there's a lot more goodness, and basically your self perception is not as bad as maybe this person is treating you, or somebody is just beating themselves down that they've attracted another person who's just incapable of giving them what they want. In fact, I think this person is like a stepping stone. It's like a staircase, and this is the person that will get you through the next step. Okay, honestly, that's what I feel. And they don't want you to beat yourself up on the fact that, oh, I'm still at this level, I attracted this person. No, this is a stepping stone. And I think that this person doesn't replicate or represent exactly who you are. Okay, so coming back to what they were telling me about you and how they see you with the Ace of Wands, I cannot stop looking at it. They see you as such an inspirational person, something about the way you live your life or the way in which this person has just observed that you move. You keep a lot of things hidden to yourself, with the clouds and the hand coming out of it. You keep a lot of things to yourself, and they see that you're a really hardworking person. You are able to multitask a lot of things simultaneously, and that is something that women are really good at. That's what I feel. This person sees you as someone that's quite expansive. Maybe this is a man, and men kind of usually work in a very linear format. Um, so I think that they could feel like, this person's energy represents the Ace of Cups, and you represent the Ace of Wands. Which is somewhat like this person is it's possible both of you in this relationship embody opposite polarities. Like this person shows up or feels in a very feminine way about you right now, and you feel in a more masculine way. I don't think that there's a lot of action that took place when you were around. It's possible that you were initiating conversations, you were trying to get to know them because you just felt like, I really want to talk to them, I really want to talk to them. And if you have some sort of embarrassment about the fact that, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Please don't regret it. Don't overthink it, okay? It just happened. It's fine. Um, I just get a sense that this is the type of person once get done with the lesson over here. And I know this might pinch, but you're going to remember this. That once this is done with, you're really going to look at it like, yeah, I always knew that this one wasn't like on my level. I'm not their cup of tea. You already know that. So because of that, this person also knows this. Okay, this person is aware of the fact that they're not all that they claim to be. Your person is someone that's very good at camouflaging in groups, and you are someone that's you don't need a group um, to really um, present yourself, or you don't need to hide. That's what I really feel. And I think that whatever this person was trying to make themselves feel better with in comparison with your life, like It's like they liked your life, that's what I'm gonna say, and they still do. But then because it's in their head, so they were just trying to like downplay it, like, oh, it's not all that and seems very difficult and whatever path they're on. But nothing good really comes easily in life, and that's just a fact. Like, you cannot change that. You have to work hard. um it's just that men and women are, they have their own strengths and weaknesses. So you are someone that does a very good job with what works for you, and this person, whereas, is kind of like a um lost. They get swayed away because they don't really have those strong ideals for themselves. So they look at you as someone that can help them find their own path when they don't really have the courage to find their own path. That's what we started off at. They're lost. They don't invest that time because they find it difficult. And then again, this is a part of life. You have to be willing to go through the difficult emotions, and self introspection is not easy. Self introspection takes a lot of energy and discipline. And what do we say about discipline? Discipline is the highest level of self love. It's like you do something that you know is going to reward you in the future that seems difficult in the current moment. I wonder if this is someone that, because they don't have a strong sense of purpose, they distract themselves by too much partying, drinking, and all sorts of things like that. Now, there's no shade to it, okay? But this person internally knows that they do this because they don't have a strong purpose through the reflection of you. And I think this person is potentially capable of like getting jealous of the fact that you do have that purpose. You have that self restraint, you practice discipline, and they do understand that you actually walk the talk. That's what I picked up in the beginning. Um, and I think that they think you're a very opinionated person or a woman, and intelligent, and people with their own strong sense of identity cannot be really manipulated, and that's what they know. So I don't know if this person trying to make you feel insecure or jealous or something like that. It's like they might be aware of the fact that it did bother you, but it's like it didn't quite work on you. It might have backfired, or they felt like it worked on you for a while, but then it didn't. And you used that, I'm hearing like a backstab in order to grow even stronger. So you pretended like it's fine, but you came back stronger. That's the energy that I feel. So they are kind of in awe of how you have just managed to turn this around in your favor. And they think you have a strong connection with God or your faith that helps you do this. It's like they see you as someone that's like the epitome of femininity in some shape or form. It's not like you're extremely feminine and gullible and dumb. I'm really going to say that word, okay? Because it paints a better picture. But they see you as someone that knows when to use the right nicks and knacks. You know when to use what that's within you. So you could have called this person out on something, you communicated something, and they know that it was quite the stressor. But the thing is, it got them the reaction that they wanted in order to know that you really care, or they can get an ick out of it. The Eight of Wands, upright, reverse, spirit, upright. It's in reverse as well. So they go back and forth in order to communicate. I think they have like spars, spontaneous, in, what's the word? What's the word, spirit? Bursts of inspiration. It's like they will see something, they will read some quote on social media. I think this person spends a lot of time on their phone. That's what it makes me feel like. I don't think that this person, now this is an optional message again. I don't think this person is very focused or on their work. It could be that, they have wealthy financial background. They can just join their family business, something like that. Again, optional, but it makes me feel like this person is not very ambitious. Because again, they are lost. They have not taken out the time to really explore what do they really want to charge towards. And I think that they do see this quality in you that you might also be a little bit lost, but they see you as somewhere just trying. You're trying to do whatever you can with what you want. And that's also somewhere I think this person gets a little bit envious, because at least you have that grit and strength. That's why I wanted to say that, this person is not all you. If you just feel like you attracted another karmic or a soulmate that reflects this back to you, for a few of you, this is a twin flame situation, if that's what you believe. Um, it's like, don't take this person's reflection as your own. No, they're just representing um, maybe an intense but a small part of who you are. This person is not all that you are, okay? So, the devil, yeah, I really want you to know that this person doesn't reflect all of you just because you attracted them, okay? And the Capricorn energy again tells me a little about your ambition. You're kind of a little bit too driven for them. Again, it's like they can't control an opinionated person who knows themselves. That's what I really feel. Three of Cups in reverse. um there is a difference of lifestyle. The Hermit, yeah. See, this woman is shutting down her laptop and she's kind of going in her cave. You are a lot more intuitive than they gave you credit for. That's what I also pick up over here. They are quite scared of this part of you mm, that can pick up on a lot more of their negative traits than, it's like they have put an energy to hide in front of other people. They do present themselves to be someone that's good. Um, for a few of you, again, another optional message. This is like a really small percentage, a very, very small percentage. So don't let your mind play a number on you. But I do feel like for very few of you, there are people that you're dealing with that do have narcissistic tendencies, that they know that they do wrong, but they still continue to do it. And they're so insecure about who they are internally that they can't bring this out in front of other people. So you might have seen that, and how you would know if this is your person is that they don't make plans to meet you. Now, I don't know how that fits, but that's just what this person does, because it's possible they've had other people in their life that they hang out with, or other romantic interests that they kind of, divide their attention with. Now, that's a very optional message. If that's not yours, please don't ruin your peace of mind by taking it, okay? Because I know how that can make you feel like. So I'm gonna use my deck, pull out a few more cards, see what comes out of it. Okay, perfectionism, mistakes in human. So this person is I think they don't apologize when they make mistakes, right? They just have such a big ego about this karma, and then they do get the karma for it, because they're not any special than any other human who has to pay for their bad behavior. And justice is twice over here, Libra energy. It's like it always gets settled. Karmic balance always gets settled. But instead of transmuting that energy somewhere, um, the difficult lessons, they kind of take it on their self-esteem. Oh, I'm a bad person. And that is a part of victimizing yourself. And it just keeps adding to their beliefs about themselves. So sometimes it makes you feel like, oh, this person is just, they're so, it's like, how do you deal with this person? That's the energy that I get. Like, how do you deal with this person? Yeah, hidden motives. I do feel like for a few of you, they have had other people around. This is the type of energy that needs people to like constantly pour into them, because they don't know how to fulfill themselves. yeah, toxic femininity. They're quite needy, and they portray themselves to be like that because they know that, if they do, they're gonna get, messed over, fucked over. So they would rather be very tactful. They have very a calculative measure of like communication. And I feel like for some of you, or most of you, this person seems like very hard to reach. They always seem to be busy or doing something. Like you think that they're very busy, but I just don't think that you're that much of a priority. I know it's gonna hurt, but somebody's gonna tell you that. Yeah, victim consciousness, limited belief patterns, what stems from their childhood, and then they just keep adding it to themselves. This is the type of person that even when they do wrong, they're gonna find a way to twist it around and make it like, oh, poor me, this always happens to me, something like that. It's just their mind. They're just so. If you tell yourself a lie too many times, it turns into your own truth. That's what beliefs are. How shocking is that? This person is actually growing, spiritual growth, wisdom, intelligence. Because I did mention that it's for very, very, very few people that this person has strong narcissistic traits. But this is definitely someone that's very consumed with their trauma and their trauma responses, and that's why you find it so difficult to deal with this person. But this person is thinking about you in a way due to somebody else's impact. It's not their own brain that is helping them because they are not connected with their intuition. So somebody else is kicking sense into this person, or they're just generally talking about it. And this could be someone that they trust, or they, find their opinion valuable. And that person is making them think about things in a different way, which makes sense to them. Bigger perspective, let go, let God. And for a lot of you, I think that this person, whoever is guiding your person, is telling them that you're actually too good for them and they should stop messing with you. Procrastination. So even when they get those, feelings like, oh, I gotta reach out, they tend to let it be because whoever this person guided them tells them that they're not good for you. Their guilt conscience really speaks and tells them that, yeah, I know I'm messed up. So it's not that they don't have common sense that they're wrong, but because they bring out your shadow and you bring out theirs, they behave worse with you than they do with any other person. That's just a very strong indication of a strong spiritual connection, because you actually showcast your worst traits in this connection, both of you perhaps. It's very difficult to get a hold of your common sense in those moments when you're so triggered, right? So I feel like this connection has been quite draining for you. And I mean, not in a sense to just badmouth this person, but because you're recognizing so many things that you want to get away from this person due to your better judgment, but you're not able to because the only way to get through this is to go within, because you can't really just cut out your own wounds. You can cut this person out, I feel like you can block this person, you can remove them, but till the time you don't learn what this situation is teaching you, they will still be in your mind. So physically cutting them off will not work for you. I feel like that's something that I'm answering to somebody who has been really troubled about why won't I stop thinking about this person. You can block them, but they won't go away from your energy or your mind, because there's a red thread that still connects you till the time the purpose of it is solved. So I'm going to pull out a few channel messages from my Stars Curated Oracle deck. If you wish to book a personal reading or get messages from this, information is given down below. Despite the challenges, I still want to be with you. It's because of the connection that you have with this person. I do want to say one thing, but number one, if I was brutally honest, it's just because I feel like you really need to know the truth. so don't mind the bluntness. It scares that you can see right through me. I need to come correct in your direction, and that's one reason why this person hesitates a lot. I feel like this person is scared of the fact that now if they do not know how to, oh my god, I feel so scared, because I feel like this person might have actually seen your aggressive side, or they feel like this time around if I do something, this person is going to emotionally ruin me, because I think that you know what this person's darkness is, and the things that we work so hard to hide, once somebody really figures it out and they just say it to us, it can break us, because we've been working so hard all our life to conceal the parts we have not made peace with. So they know that you're going to say some cutting words that will really break their self-esteem, and that's what they're really scared about. I don't believe that's what you want to do. And it's not my place to recommend that, but personally speaking, I don't think you should do that to somebody. But it does make me feel like sometimes it probably happens when you reach, your maximum capacity with somebody's bullshit, I guess. So life is difficult right now, but I think I'm strong enough to handle these changes by myself. I feel like I'm hearing, I don't think I'm strong enough to handle this by myself. I really see myself settling down with you. I'm going to use another deck. I feel like, yeah, this person is immature, but it's like a lot of their own wounds. I pushed you away because I didn't want to get heartbroken. Patience right underneath this. They're trying not to be impulsive because they know they're really going to have it from you. I'm searching for myself. This is like, I feel like a difficult process for your person, and I didn't value what I had. Lastly, we have, I wish that I treated you better. I'm gonna leave your reading here. I hope it was helpful. Hit the like and subscribe. Information for personal reading is given down below, and I'm gonna see you guys in another one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you choose the justice and the harmony, this will be your reading. So we're finding out where their exact feelings. I do feel like there's a lot of overthinking over here right off the bat. I am picking up on something from spirit about your current situation with this person. I get a sense that something happened in between both of you, or this person did something, or something in your connection happened. Now you have to see how it fits for you, because there's a lot of people that are going to be watching, and not everything that I say might resonate with you in the exact way that I say. So I think that there was something that happened that spread like wildfire in your connection with this person. Either this person did something, or like things, if they were going bad, they just kept on becoming worse between the both of you. That's the way that I feel about it. And there is a psychic connection or an intuitive connection over here. So this is a very strong soulmate, past life. But definitely the significance of the strength of this connection does hold in the fact that you can pick up on each other's unsaid, unspoken feelings in a manner that you can understand and act on them. It makes me feel like your person at this point does understand a lot. I think they do understand a lot more than you think they do. That's what I feel. And an optional message that I am getting is, if this person did something that was like backfired, or there was a mistake that they made out of insecurities, or they said something, for somebody, I'm hearing that this person and you might have been in a relationship or like a talking stage, okay, whatever. But it's like exhausting, to always. There's so many definitions of relationships these days. So it's like a talking stage, a situationship of friends with benefits, whatever, like whatever relationship you had with this person. Somebody's person accused the other person of doing something that was completely stemming from their own trust issues. That's what it makes me feel like. And this person regrets it because now something is set in stone between the both of you. It cannot be taken back. And whatever the situation was, it's like they didn't expect it would become so bad, like spreading like wild fire. Nine of Cups in reverse, King of Wands, the Chariot, Eight of Wands, Three of Cups, Five of Wands in reverse. Bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacle energy. See, we do have the High Priestess Piscean energy. And what is this telling us? Eight of Swords. So they know that you don't want to do anything about it. That's almost how I am feeling about this energy. They kind of know that you don't want to do anything. You might have thrown in the towel. For a few of you, it's possible that you have actually given up. You're trying to move on. For majority of you, it does make me feel like you're trying to move on. Find somebody that treats you better is what I'm hearing. And for a few of you, you're still hoping they come back. For both of the situations, either of them, I don't think that you like how it turned out. You really wanted this person, that's what Spirit is telling me. You had such soft, fond feelings. I think that you even imagined like a house, a white picket fence. You really thought this was gonna be it and they were gonna be a good person and a partner to you. And it really broke your heart and it broke their heart as well. The Nine of Cups in the reverse opening for your person's spread literally talks about the theme of your reading being very unhappy and dissatisfied with the situation that they have with you. They really do feel sad about it. They do feel bad. I'm gonna add something in that no matter how this person comes across, sad, selfish, stupid, for some of you, you think this person is narcissistic. I kind of get a meh vibe, like, whatever. You're exhausted with this person, that's what I feel. And the whatever kind of attitude that I am picking up on my end is actually your energy. You're kind of like, whatever, whatever. Like, I just want to get over that man. That's what I'm picking up. And I think that you want this person to like make a very big gesture if they want to win you back, and like you're kind of in your romantic fantasies. Like if they do come back, they're gonna really have to work hard to win me because there's like other people that want me as well. And it's possible you want to rub that in their face or you don't want to rub that in their face. But if your person actually made you feel like they have other options out of insecurities, it's like you're kind of like, you know what, this person is too immature for me to even be around, and like I am too old for this nonsense. I'm not in school. That's what I'm hearing. So your person actually understands that. It was definitely out of character. And I think because the connection was so triggering for them, or whatever happened at that point, they lost all sense of, I don't know, common sense. So this person did make a rookie mistake, is what I'm hearing, that turned out to be really bad for the both of you. Like they might have expected something else to happen that you might come around chasing, but the opposite of it happened. And they feel so stupid. And the Three of Cups makes me feel like, I don't know why this person thinks that you might be talking to your friends like, this person is a dumbass, like this person did that and this person did that. And I feel like it's their own mental chatter, like that's how they think about themselves, and might as well be true. I don't believe that you're sitting out there bitching about this person. For majority of you, I get a sense that you're just disappointed, done and dusted. You really want this person out of your heart and your head. You're exhausted with this person's behavior, and you feel like this has gone on for too long now for you to give a shit about this person. Honestly, this reminds me of that reel which says, where a woman says, like, seriously, go back to him, like, go back to him so that he breaks your heart again, and then go back to him so that he breaks your heart again, so that you can finally come to the realization, so that you decide that you don't deserve this. So it makes me feel like this has been going on for a while, where you keep giving this person the benefit of the doubt after another benefit and another doubt, and it keeps on going on, and you're just like, okay, well, this person just doesn't do much. I think that the fact that I'm talking so much about it is like they are recognizing this. You're not dealing with a dumb person. I'm gonna give you reassurance about the fact this person knew exactly what they were doing. Okay, maybe they slipped when they did all of that, but then again, they were also knowing, they had knowing about what they're doing. The aftermath of it and how you might be seeing them, I gotta say, this person is pretty accurate about that. Like, they're thinking a lot about how you must be perceiving them at this point. So I feel like putting out a card from this. Okay, what message do they have for you? We have blood and the androgyne. How do you pronounce this? I don't know. So we have two red cards. Root chakra. I'm gonna take out the guidebook because I don't know what they mean. So this one talks about being an artist of your own life. I think at this point, your person would tell you that they're being guided to remove this shame of making a mistake. And I think they're being really hard on themselves. And they know that you don't want to deal with them or talk to them. And they actually feel really, really bad about it. And they understand that they made a mistake and they might not ever be able to recover from this or rebuild this relationship with you, because it just seems like I'm hearing the word plateau. It's like they feel like you're really, really tired of this, and they do understand it. And somewhere, this person does believe in the higher power, however, it's flowing through between the both of you, and they feel like it's not like they think that it's not meant to be, but they also feel like maybe this is the way it was meant to go down between the both of us. And they think that definitely one of the biggest silver linings that did come through is that they learned a lot about themselves. So they're thinking like the next person, I guess they're actually thinking about, like, maybe I should move on. Or I should just, there's almost like this energy of like, it's not about like on the spot thinking about moving on. How do I express this feeling? It's just imagine, like, you messed up with somebody and you've done this a couple of times, and now you're just left with the residual of what you've done, and you're heartbroken, but you're not actively thinking about moving on. You're just kind of existing in the moment with the pain of whatever has happened. That's what I feel. So it might be inaction, I can say, and just silence and stillness. I guess, yeah, they're in stillness with those feelings, and they did feel like you were too good for them, but they did also feel like they could have matched up with you. But then again, they also feel like, well, this is probably the way it was meant to go down. And they again, there's this energy of like, I understand you don't want to talk to me, because like I wouldn't forgive myself. Like, they put themselves in your shoes a lot, is what I really feel, if you connected with this pile, because it seems a lot about how you feel at the moment rather than how they're feeling. That's kind of what their focus is upon. I think they think a lot about how they made you feel and how they left the situation last. So the second card, or maybe the first card that came out, was a lot about how they see you in the moment. Um, this is the blood. Oh wow, this one's the pulse, the body. So they saw you as a very big part of their purpose and their, it's like a heart. You were a lot, you meant a lot to this person. Again, I think for a few of you, I really feel the need to mention that they might have not acted like it at all. And you meant a great, great, great deal to this person. Imagine somebody saying you're all of my heart. And this is not even them saying this to you right now as sweet talk. This is me channeling the energy that you meant a great deal to this person. And I think that in their truest thoughts coming from their soul's goodness is that they think they should just stay away. They should just let you be happy because they are a mess right now, and they think they are a mess compared to you. You're a much more sorted person. And I want to say one thing really firmly, that even though you're consuming this information, you might feel bad that they feel like this. If you have truly made a decision to let go of someone that has been disappointing you so much, don't let the softness of this reading get to your heart and reconsider whether you need to let them in if you are one of those who have decided to let them go. Because you can also just be in stillness and not think about, oh, should I let them back in? Just let it be. Just let it be. Whatever it is, I feel like Spirit wants to let you know, just let it be for now. Don't stress over, should I take them back, or should I consider, or should I have those mental conversations with them? What am I going to say when they come back, or how am I going to reply back to them? Don't exhaust yourself. Put all that energy in. I feel like recuperating right now. There's a lot that both of you are kind of like wrapping up in your own lives in order to just feel okay. And this could be a type of situation which is something you're not telling a lot of people about, like how much it's hurting you. But I feel like if you've spoken to your friend or somebody, they know that this was also a big deal for you. And the seventh house relationship, it's like you really wanted this person and this person really wanted you as well. But I gotta say, it just makes me feel like somewhere it was just not working out between the both of you. And you always want to find somebody to blame it or them. And yeah, maybe they did contribute a lot to this ending, but it's somewhere that did. I keep hearing the word doomed. And I don't want to sound pessimistic while I do this reading because that's just the energy that I pick up. That it seemed like somewhere it was too difficult to flow with each other. We have this card in reverse. It says, how do you feel? Observation, facts, and opinions. They think that you're kind of numb. You've cut them out and you're just trying to do your own thing because they feel like you're really exhausted. You're really exhausted, and they think that you think they're gone case. They're just not going to improve. I think that's far from the truth, but it's a little difficult for me to say that this situation went down the way exactly it had to. And again, not to forget that this connection meant a lot to both of you. I can see that. We have erosion in reverse. I don't think this person is completely meeting with the reality of it. I mean, I think it's a natural process. Like sometimes you do accept the reality. Oh my god, like this really happened. And but then sometimes you just brush it over because it tends to get quite overwhelming later on, right? So I'm gonna use my own channel deck, pull out a few cards, see what does it give us more about your person. I'll try to focus more on how your person really feels, but it seems like a lot of it is just about like putting themselves in your shoes. Um, I really gotta say they're not okay with this. I think right now there's not much that I can say. If they're thinking about coming back, we'll see what we find. But there's just like a lot of inaction. Or like hopelessness. That's what I'm picking up. Alright, my god, there's so much self-loathing. So I do feel like they think that you're not going to trust them again with the betrayal wound, inability to trust. You're very guarded towards them and you're not going to allow them in again. For some of you, you really blocked this person, cut them out, and just you were like, don't try to talk to me now. They think that you are putting your energy into better people than them. That's how they're thinking. Good energy, people that really align with your frequency or like who you are as a person, and you both could have been quite different. This was a very genuine connection. Again, they cannot deny that this ended the way it did, but it was a very genuine connection for them. It was something that they do understand. It was very significant for them and their journey. They do give you credit for that, like you were a very important influence. Friends influence, good advice, courage, choices. So they felt like you were a good influence. You could have been a good friend to them. They did enjoy talking to you. They also feel like if they want to come back, maybe somebody, no, I don't think so. I think that they would need a lot of courage. For a few of you, they do think about coming back. I mean, it traces in and out. It was is what it makes me feel like, but there is a desire to come back, and maybe it's a tough choice because they will have to really. It doesn't seem like a concrete thought. I'm gonna be honest. It's very fleeting. Oh, like I would like to go back to them. So, narcissistic abuse tells me that maybe their ex was really bad with them and their parents' relationship, and that's why their most messed up, fucked up side came out with you because maybe they hadn't been in a relationship and it brought out a lot of self worth insecurities. And this person has told their friends about what happened, and their friends try to like console them because I don't think they're always like this. It seems like a genuine mistake or a very strong trigger point that made them act out. But if somebody's continuously doing that, then that's just who they are. That's what I'm going to tell you. So, again, I feel the need that don't get confused. Um, like, have your own opinion because you know what you've been through and what your judgment really tells you of another person. But if this is someone that made a genuine mistake, um, they feel really bad and their friends are like consoling them, like, you know what happens. And if it's like a genuine mistake, one time thing, it does make me feel like they feel really remorseful about it. Like, how did I act out of character? See, like, one time is a mistake, you know what they say. Twice is somebody showing you a pattern or a habit within them. For few of it seems like it was twice. And repetitively, that's just who they are. So you have to see which one is it. I think this person thinks like you're starting fresh, contentment, new beginning. Again, courage is twice over here. So they think you're gonna find somebody new, you're not gonna come back to them. And mindset fixing. Oh my God, they're seeing you in such a great light. You're, you're like just trying to pick up, because they know that you had a lot of hopes from them, and they know it, and they knew that your fondness and your interest was genuine for them. And the way in which you left the last time, even if it was like you really poured your heart out, or it was a good enough reaction for them to know that you genuinely really liked them, and you were not going to tolerate that, because you love yourself more, and there's a limit to how much you can tolerate somebody's bullshit. And this person recognizes their unhealthy behaviors with past pain, heartbreak. This was the first card that came out, and I think this person does indulge maybe in substances time to time or something like that. They're trying to mask this pain right now, because the loss of you is quite big, and I don't think you exactly know how much you really meant to this person. I feel like crying, because I think you were really, really important to them, despite however they behaved. Again, I'm not rationalizing or justifying their behavior. What do they want to say? Water and square, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Challenging situation. I think this person is leaning more towards giving up. Like they feel hopeless. What can I do? And in your mind, it might be like it's pretty simple. But if somebody, in your situation, if somebody made a pretty big, fuck up in this situation, I think then you should let them just be with whatever they're feeling, honestly. Um, for most of you, I do get an energy of like, just let this person be right now, wherever they are. That's how I'm really picking up on the energy. Three of Wands, King of Wands. Future possibility seems like somebody who would actually wait for you to reach out. I know it seems absurd, but that's what I really feel. The King of. Oh my god. What is this flip? I get a sense of energy like whatever I channel was deep, deep, deep inside, something that they don't really show. But how they're still showing up in life, or maybe towards you. Wow, pile number two, I think I understand why you're so done with this person, because there's a flip of energy that I pick up, which is so egoic with the King of Wands, that tells me this person knows that they have options, but it's just so difficult for them to own up in front of you. It's like behind closed doors, they completely understand the whole situation, but in front of you, this person is very cocky. And this person is somewhat of a manipulator as well. The funny part is they actually want a relationship with you, but they have so much from their childhood that makes them act like just um you can't deal with them. They have so much ego about things. I'm going to use my self-curated oracle deck if you wish to book a personal reading. I get messages from this, information is given down below. I like spending time with you. I can't resist the draws. This is again about your strong connection with them. I try to forget you, but there's no one like you. Again, I just want to say you're very, very, very significant. I'm not able to forgive myself for what I put you through. I hate the distance between us. You can't fix me by pouring into me. I need to fix myself. And I missed you, but my pride won't let me come forward. They have a very strong pride. That's what gets in the way. It's like they don't want to look needy or like, because of what they've done, they know it has to be a big apology. And they don't want to look like they're at your mercy. That's what the issue is. So like, I don't know how you make it work with somebody who has so much pride when they're wrong, when they know they're wrong. I think I'm strong enough to handle these challenges by myself. I think it's so difficult for this person to swallow their pride. Like, the flip of energy that I'm picking up is insane. It's giving me a headache. I have a few loose ends to tie before I can come towards you, and that is swallowing their pride. I'm going to be with you whether they like it or not. It's so confusing. It's like they are manifesting you. That's the energy that I pick up. But they want you to come back to them so that they don't have to, beg you. It's like they might apologize, but they don't want to make that big, grand gesture. It's like the apology has to be bigger than the disrespect. That's what they're not willing to do. And I can probably see why you don't want to be around this person. So kudos to you. Pile number 2, I'm going to leave your reading here. I hope this was helpful. Hit the like button, subscribe, let me know down the comments. All information for personal readings is given down below, and I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the King of Wands and the Meander card, this will be your reading. So, I think with the Meander, one of the first things I do pick up is like some sort of psychic energy. This person could be psychic, you could be psychic. It does seem like it is talking quite a lot about them. I think whoever this person is understands a lot more about this situation than you are aware of. And they have a strong masculine energy. Definitely with the king over here. And with the Meander, it does seem like they think that you will meet them again in the future. This person kind of seems quite sure about that. I'm hearing the song Sure Thing. Radical change. Upright reverse. Uranus reverse. So there was a situation between the both of you where things were not moving forward. And it seems like the separation, however it took place, was very, very divinely guided. And I think that as much as this person wanted to hold on, it was not working out between the both of you. Something about that situation, it seems like they're not really giving me an exact situation or even a description of it. And since this is a general reading, a lot of people will be watching it, so you have to be very discerning with what information you take and understand is your message. And if it's not yours, just let it be. So I feel like I see a lot of knots. It's like somewhere, no matter how far away they kind of like get away from you, it's like they feel like they're still connected to you. The red thread of fate. Oh, we have a fly. For me, flies sometimes do indicate a lot of spiritual presence, and I feel like there, and I did mention that there was divine orchestration. It was very guided for you both to separate. So whoever initiated this disconnect or separation or chose to just let it be, it's like if it was your person, I don't think that it was easy for them, but they had to be really honest about what they were doing in this connection. Did they feel like it was bearing the fruits that they needed in the moment, or was it progressing? No. Reflection and plans, whether it was on your end, whether it was on their end, it seems like they were not able to really invest in this connection as much as you'd like them to, and they had to be honest to themselves. Something took place over here which made them realize that they will not be able to be in this relationship, or for whatsoever reason they were being honest with themselves, and I think this person made the decision to take a step back. For few of you, this person did tell you, but for majority of you, I think this person just went MIA. I think this person just stopped talking. The King of Wands is an energy of someone that does have strong personal ambitions, dreams that they want to prioritize, or they tend to prioritize. I feel strongly that this person is somewhere scared of commitment, and so are you. However, because maybe this person left, it was quite easy to put the blame on them. But you also knew that you both were going in a circle. It was just not progressing between the both of you. And I think that maybe you were not able to let go of them, but they were the stronger one who was probably able to make the decision that, this connection is really not moving forward, and I have to be honest to myself with what I can really do right now. And I think that it does come across selfish, and it might have been selfish on their end. I'm not justifying anything, but it seems like Queen of Pentacles in reverse, that they were already struggling with their own insecurities. And it's like, I think this person did choose the easier option. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. This person is quite defensive when it comes to love, and it was required of them to open up somewhere, right? And this does seem like a pretty self-centered person, and it just I don't know, why do I keep getting this justification for the fact that why they are the way they are. Now this depends. If this is a newer person, then maybe you can just be like, okay, like they weren't ready for a relationship. Unless this person made false promises, or like spent a lot of time with you and then just ghosted you, that's a complete different story. But on the other hand, if this was a proper commitment and you were quite deep into this, like a few months and etc., then that's even worse. So I think that's what I'm picking up. If this was a newer person, you didn't even like scratch the surface with them. I think they were very honest with themselves. If this was a very new person, I think this person didn't see themselves like opening up to you. That's what I feel. I think this person did not feel like they wanted to, or they wanted to put that much effort into this situation, because they knew that with you they would have to go through the ebb and flow of relationships. And I think they chose to be honest to themselves. If there were some red flags on their end or your end as well that they picked up, this person was honest with themselves that they are not willing to prioritize a relationship at this point in their life. On the other hand, if this was somebody that you were deeply involved with, or you were actually involved with, like 10 toes down kind of thing, I think that they were pretty shitty about it, but they're justifying this behavior. Either ways, in both situations, this person is just telling themselves that they don't have it in them to invest in a relationship. I think this person definitely got the cold feet, and I don't think this person is someone that really feels like they want to prioritize a relationship right now. So, I mean, I'm just gonna say I'm sorry that you went through that with this person, because it does seem like a tough situation, but it's also like, I wonder if this person is, I'm hearing something about their heart was already taken. So, this could be a situation where either they were, already in love with somebody else, and that is probably for the newer connection, or they were just not over what had happened in their past and they were just like, nope, I'm not dealing with this, nope. I think it just like a switch went off and this person just decided to leave. It's like they saw something or something triggered them and this person was just like, I'm not dealing with this. Like they were like, nope. And I think this person with the King of Wands, like once they make up their mind, it's very difficult. I think that's what this energy is giving me. So we have the card which says the sacred act of offerings. I infuse this act with love and compassion. I mean, I do think that they feel bad about it, but somewhere it makes me feel like they're a little bit like cold hearted because of what happened to them in the past. And I think this comes from an unhealed place where they've seen how people just leave. I'm hearing drop dead. It's like people just leave. So this person had been abandoned in the past. And I think there was something that was a triggering point in your connection. I think it definitely revolves around the last conversation you had. Whatever you did or you did not do seems like reminded them of something from their past. For a few of you, it's possible that this person picked up on a red flag and they were just like, nope, I'm not dealing with this. And I think if you did something, you would know that. Otherwise, I think it was just that things were getting quite deep with you and they were like, nope. Like, I think that they were getting deep, 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 and then suddenly something just really flipped the script for them. Um, I do think it was a part of self sabotage. Again, there's a lot of ambiguity, so you really have to see and I guess be honest with yourself which one is it. Because there is somebody who was, I don't know, you were acting on your own insecurities. We have the gold card. I do feel like this person definitely saw the potential and oh my god, what happened between you guys? Because this makes me feel like they were really excited to explore this until that thing happened and then they just bolted. This person just bolted. They just were like, no, I'm not dealing with this because we have the Seven of Wands. They were just like, I'm not putting up with this. Or I'm not going through this again. That's what I'm hearing. I'm not going through this again. So I do feel either it was unworthiness or it was defense mechanism, or it does sound like a protective mechanism, like they protected themselves. And whatever reminded them was either it was small, but it was like in their mind it was a good enough reason to just quit, to just let it be. So in the guidebook, this says that when the gold card arrives, there's something of incredible value at hand. It is marvelous and rare. It's like they did recognize the quality and the rarity of this connection with you. However, their fear of getting hurt or taken advantage of or being backstabbed is what I'm hearing was way bigger than what they felt about the rarity, so to speak, of this connection. So I'm hearing, how are they viewing you? We have the card Breathe in reverse. They saw you as someone that was last conversation when you had was it is about the last conversation I'm hearing. And they saw you as someone that was getting impatient with them, or um like maybe this person pours a lot of energy into their craft or their career, and they could have been busy, not focusing a lot on you, or just their energy was not on you, and you were probably hoping for a lot more than they were at that time being. And they could feel that for some reason. They could feel that you're wanting more progress, perhaps. So they felt that some sort of like urgency, maybe, or progression that you wanted. And I think this person was thinking a lot about that in a positive manner until something took place. That's what I'm gonna say. But I do hear from Spirit that it was self sabotage in some shape or form. I don't know if this person had like insecurity or trust issues. They just didn't want to deal with it. Yeah, they didn't want to deal with it. We have the Page of Wands, Six of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. So for them, I think that they think it's a very funny combination over here. I think that they think about talking to you or hearing from you. And I think they think about like making this connection way better than it is. But then again, this person thinks about it like slowly, slowly. So what type of weird combination is it? Like they think about talking to you and making it something. I'm hearing the word official, but then there's like such a slow moving energy, which almost makes me feel like I guess I'm just gonna say I don't think that you're that much of a priority you think you are. Because there's almost like this laid back energy. Like, yeah, okay. They're not kind of worried that you're gonna move on or something like that. I don't think that that's what they're thinking about. I think all of their energy is going and building themselves. So that's why it makes me feel like, because I think that maybe you are quite fixated upon a relationship. Because this person is not, that's one reason why you find them very attractive, because somewhere the chase is involved in this situation. And I think that they are pouring their energy in chasing something else. So it's kind of like a circle. It's like, a triangle or whatever you like to call it. But it doesn't seem like they're chasing another person. They're chasing a dream, or they're chasing a life. And since their energy is not on you, I think you get really impatient about it. Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Wands in reverse, Seven of Cups. So I don't think this is someone that is like a player or whatever you'd like to call it. I don't think this person is actually focusing a lot on other people. In fact, this seems like they're so focused on whatever they want to make for themselves. And I think this person is a workaholic. Their heart chakra is closed. I can sense that. And I think that being in a relationship might be the last thought in their mind. It's not that they don't desire it, but they don't want to put the effort into being in a relationship right now. I think this person is prioritizing their personal happiness before getting into relationship with somebody else. So even if they are not wanting to be in a relationship right now, and even if they are defensive, it's possible that maybe in the past they invested too much of themselves into a relationship. So right now they're struggling to find a work life balance, but also they have made some concrete goals for themselves that now they just want to achieve that before they open their heart towards relationship. Because it's not that they don't want to be in a relationship, and that's not just considering you. I don't feel like there's a lot of energy on you, and it's very important for me to be very honest, because it can keep you waiting for someone that's probably not valuing you enough in the moment, right? We have the 11th house in reverse. So I'm hearing from spirit, maybe both of you don't really have a lot of similar interests, or you're quite different, or exactly what you're wanting right now is not what they're wanting, and that's written all over this reading. And I think this person will have to really heal with the Chiron before, and I'm hearing for you as well, like they and you both will really have to heal a lot before this spiritual connection at hand can get somewhere, because it's not just them that is emotionally unavailable, but you are too. And I get the sense that you get really jealous or possessive about this person. Like, it's hard for you to believe that somebody is that invested in a goal or a career goal, or they're career oriented. It's like quite difficult for you to accept that. You think that no, there's got to be somebody else, or they're like a player or something like that, or they don't want to settle down because you have your own wounds of unworthiness. We have evolution. There's a lot of growth that needs to take place before the both of you can even think about being in a harmonious relationship. So maybe I can ignore the fact that your goals or your wants and needs don't align at this point, but there's definitely somewhere where what you want is not aligning with what they want. And I think a big reason for that could be that they're focused on their career, but it's like I feel like only you can answer if you are looking at this person to be in a relationship thinking that this is what will make you happy. Now, if you have a reasonable amount of desirability for companionship, that's a different thing. But if you're looking towards this person to make you happy, being in a relationship, that's completely a different story. It's like you're putting all your eggs in one basket. Not that it's a wrong thing to do that, but you're doing that because you think this is right now what will give me happiness, instead of focusing how you can make yourself happy. Now that's something that only you can answer for yourself. I can't say. So I'm going to use my channel deck, see what else comes out from this person's end. A lot of this information does make me feel like this person is thinking in a very practical manner about this relationship. And I think one thing that majorly comes at the top of my head whenever I tap into this energy, they're just pushing it away. They're like, no, I don't have the time for all this. That's what I keep hearing. I am picking up on some sort of childhood trauma that this person fears feeling helpless. And I think that's why they focus too much on their career, because they want to be independent and never feel helpless. So we do have priority, consistency, making efforts, deepening bonds. I do feel like when I spoke about the fact that they had to be honest with themselves whether they can prioritize this or they will be putting in much effort into deepening the bond, I think that at a specific point this person realized that they might not be doing that. For them, I don't think this is that important, and it's not because you're not good enough or something like that. It just makes me feel like they're chasing something else, perhaps physical security, or um, what's the word, physical security. They're chasing something else, or like their finances. Oh yeah, finances. And this card came out in reverse, which could talk about the fact that this person might have struggled financially before and they don't want to do that. And because they're putting in the hard work, it makes me feel like something is happening for them that they want to keep working at. It's their first priority right now. And I'm hearing that they have more bandwidth to be your friend rather than to be in a relationship. So you might have seen that they were pretty comfortable till the time it was casual, or it was like quite friendly with you. We have endings and beginnings. So, oh, this might pinch. What I'm hearing is that this person is more comfortable with the fact if you, um, it's like it's coming off as like you take off that burden of a relationship off their back, and if it makes you happy to start somewhere new, it's not going to be easy for them to watch that, but it seems like they're so preoccupied. Pile number three, it just seems like somebody who's just not available for what you're looking for. Person asked about, yeah, they knew what you were looking for, and they knew that they are not going to be putting in that much effort because a lot of their effort goes into something else. And I think that they feel sorry for the fact that they left it the way they did, but they don't feel sorry. I don't think that they feel sorry for making that choice. For a few of you, that is there. Like, they don't feel apologetic for like letting you go. It's not that they didn't allow themselves to fantasize and let their mind just wander. Mm, it's this person has a very um, rational mindset at this point in their life, and they're thinking about things in a way in which they have to really work hard so that they don't struggle later on in their life. That's the way they're thinking right now. So nothing is really coming in between, and they see I think they see this connection or you as something that's going to be a distraction for them. Not that you're bad, again, I want you to know that they just think that relationship will take a lot, and they're just not willing to prioritize that. They don't want to get their heart broken. That's what it seems like. So we have patterns. This person is working on financial trauma, so it makes me feel like a lot of it is just going into that. And tarot readings, misguided. So I'm hearing for you that you are receiving wrong information about this person. Now, it's possible that maybe there are things that I've said that's not actually applicable in your reading. Who knows? I am doing a general reading, so I don't know. Maybe a personal reading would help you, or you're watching too many tarot readings trying to figure out why this person won't choose you. I think that the answer, mainly for a lot of you, is that you're chasing them and they're chasing something else. You're chasing them as physical security and emotional security. They're chasing something else as emotional and physical security. That's what it makes me feel like. Your advice, Sagittarius. I think your advice is to be open towards building your own career or finding new friends. Make more emotionally fulfilling relationships in your life, so that you're not looking at a romantic partner with those googly eyes that you just want them to fulfill you. I do feel like you're trying to fill a loneliness type of a void through this person. Yeah, we have the second house in Saturn. um you might hate to hear it, but this person is right where they need to be, and you are right where you need to be. So I don't know how to say this. It doesn't seem like it's kind of like wrong. It seems like they had a plan, and you, well, it's not wrong and it's not your fault that you came in between, so to speak. That's what I keep hearing. This person thinks that they've had a plan for their life, and suddenly you came in between and they really had to think about it. But the reality of the situation does make me feel like something is more important than this connection. That's what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna pull out a few channel messages from my self-curated oracle deck. If you wish to book a personal reading or get messages from this, information is given down below. I've had people around me who made me feel like I'm so hard to love. So this speaks of their past, and I feel like it's a lot about their parents. This person might be hyper independent. I'm going to be with you whether they like it or not. So again, mixed signals. It's like their energy speaks something else, and then they just go off into their la la land, and then they're like, oh, we'll probably meet in the future. There's something special about you. I can't put my finger on it. So again, the gold card, the rarity of you, they do see it. I was conditioned to have unhealthy notions of what relationships might be. Their self-worth is tied with finances or something of that sort. I'm currently very unsure about how to make this better. I don't prioritize my work over us. I try to escape my feelings for you. I think I'm going to interpret this as like, yeah, they do prioritize their work over you. And I don't think this person is willing to open up right now to a relationship. I'm kind of being shown like how relationships require for you to be patient, and like there's misunderstandings, and sometimes like what another person does really affect you, and this person doesn't want to develop that emotional attachment to another person because they think that that would take up too much of their energy while they're trying to build something for themselves. They don't, it's like I keep hearing, they don't want to be distracted. Patience, I'm still hurting from what happened between us. I wanted to go to the distance. I'm willing to make amends. I don't feel worthy of your love. And is this real or in my head? And lastly, I do want this to deepen like you do. So there's like too many mixed signals, and I think that take it or leave it, but I think you should think about this situation rationally, because your heart is going to tell you something else, where you're probably settling for a situation that you're not deserving, honestly. Okay, so pile number 3, I'm going to leave your reading here. I hope this was helpful. Hit the like button, subscribe. Information for personal reading is given down below, and I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 4. If you choose the Sun and the Responsibility card, this will be your reading. What is your person feeling this moment during your no contact separation? So I do pick up on complications, but some level of commitment or responsibility, I'd say, towards you that this person feels. The Sun is a very happy card, so I think that there is something that this person is managing to work through at this given point in your connection. This situation makes me feel like something that was blocking, or the reason why the separation came in between both of you, why it just, for somebody over here, I feel like this could have felt like the right person, wrong timing kind of a situation. Now, I usually sit on the fence about that belief, but for whoever that works, that's what I'm picking up. It does seem like right person, wrong timing, or something like that, or like you both moved on. Like I'm picking up on genuine move on, not the one where you're just sitting and just every day wondering when will it happen, when will they come back. For somebody, now this is an optional message. There are a lot of people going to be watching the reading, so not everything that I say will resonate with you, so you have to see what fits with your situation. And I'm pretty sure that you aligned with this pile for a specific reason, so there must be something that you can definitely benefit from. So this person with the Sun energy also gives me that in the past this person struggled with believing that they are worthy of you. So it does seem like something quite good has come out of this separation. I'm hearing dysfunctional dynamic. I wonder if this person, most of my viewers are women. So I do pick up on a lot of masculine energy that you might be watching for. I'm picking up on some sort of like enmeshment. Now, that is if you were aware of it again. There's some sort of enmeshment with the mother figure over here. So this could represent maybe a dynamic of being a mama's boy, not having a strong father figure, or if having a strong or if having a strong father figure in or if having a father figure, it was not a very emotionally safe relationship. That's what I'm picking up. So your person could have been quite close to their mother, and I think that they were not really taking their responsibility or their share in this relationship. So you could have been someone that was quite masculine, carrying the load of two people in this relationship. You dropped the burden where you were like, I'm not doing the work of two people. That's what I'm picking up. So if this is a man, he could have been really pampered by his mother. Definitely saw you as someone quite capable and like responsible, and it's almost like that made them quite laid back in the relationship. That could have been the reason why you left the connection, because they're quite pampered and spoiled, and they had to get a reality check. Stop being a boy in the relationship. This person doesn't usually speak a lot. That's what I'm picking up. Six of Wands. They're a little bit cold. They haven't really warmed up to you. That's what I feel. That's why they don't talk about how they really feel. Eight of Cups. Fool. The Lovers. Four of Cups. Upright Reverse. So the only card that we have is Two of Swords in reverse, which is... So the only card we have in reverse is Two of Swords, which is quite good. Bottom of the deck I have the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. So Lovers and Fool, Gemini, Virgo. I do feel like this person has chosen to walk away from their pride. The situation has really humbled them in terms of what they thought. There was a level of entitlement in this person that, I do whatever I want, I get whatever I want, and I think that they had not met people. You did have a very strong karmic phase with this person where again, this person just seems like, specifically if this is a man, it just makes me feel like you found them at a phase where they were still operating out of being quite spoiled by their mother. It's like, just thinking that the woman that comes in their life will also be like their mother, but it's like this person was reminded of the fact that you are not as forgiving as their mother. You are not someone that's going to take care of them like a boy. You require them to be a man. And I think that was the big misconception that this person had about relationships, because maybe in the past, this person was around people that would just easily take their shit. I am hearing the words weaponized incompetence. If you're not aware of what that means, it's just when people portray a level of incompetence to not get work done, or they imagine you have been given a very easy task at home, but you're just choosing not to do it because you're portraying yourself to be incompetent when it's not such a big deal. So it's like weaponized incompetence. So it could be that this person was quite pampered and just given everything on a platter, and it makes me feel like um, you have really kicked in some sense, or just the fact that you dropped the ball because you weren't going to take the load of two people has given them a rude awakening in some shape or form, that women, especially the person that they're looking for, is not going to be like their mother. That's just a very strong energy that I feel over here. Um, so I think very specific people will choose this pile. And I think the loss of you has also made them real, because I think that if this was a long term separation, like maybe like a six month break, I think this person, it's possible that they did try to talk to other people. Of course, 6 months is a long time. And it seems like the situation was over between you guys. It generally doesn't seem like the both of you were hoping that you would come back to each other. So, and it's possible that when you guys called it off, it was quite egoic and egotistical between the both of you. Um, and if this has not happened and you're like in the early stages, like maybe recently this happened, like 2 3 weeks, if it's just been like a small amount of time since you guys called it off, it does make me feel like this is possible, that this is the future energy. They will really, really have a very rude awakening about the ways in which they have this entitled attitude. So wherever your person is, I do feel like they will go through that, or they already have gone through that. Um, I think this person is not that mature. We have the air. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, open mindedness, objectivity, and learning. There is a lot of ambiguity in your reading. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not able to pick up on the energy in a very um straightforward manner. There's like quite a lot to this situation. Um, I really feel like for somebody or majority of you, it's been a really long time. It's been quite a few months, or like 6 months, I don't know. And it seems like this person really had to change their thinking around what they think a woman is supposed to do in a relationship. That's what I'm honestly hearing right now. What they think. It's like they used to think that a woman is another extension of their mother. She's supposed to pick up her, your clothes, cook for you, and just listen to it. Right? It's like, it's just, you don't really have a good idea of what it means to have a real woman by your side. You're kind of just looking for a mother, or what? That's what I'm picking up over here. So your person really had to gift. Your person really had to appreciate a good woman. And I think that this also comes from a part of them which used to take their mother for granted as well. So that's why the enmeshment with the mother figure is quite strong over here. Um, and I'm hearing that you never really know how somebody actually treats their family members behind closed doors. So when I describe all of this, it doesn't have to be that this person is like a sweet little mama's boy. It could be that they're very ungrateful of their mother as well. So there is an energy over here of taking a real woman's effort for granted. We have winter, so this is again gestation. I'm gonna pull out another card, see how they're viewing you at this point. it has been a very rude awakening, and this doesn't seem like something that was just through the hand of other people or your connection. It makes me feel like it was purely divinely guided in their life for them to learn and appreciate women in their life. It makes me feel like this person has previously treated women in a very objectified manner, um, kind of insulting the Shakti energy, basically the feminine energy. You kind of see people or women as a little bit disposable. That's kind of what I'm picking up over here. And this person has had a very lustful um, perception towards women. Hmm. So we have Raven's Head. That's what I'm gonna read. So, how they view you is someone that's very unique and gifted. Someone that was definitely chosen for them to um, change a lot of things in their life. You seem like, for them, I would probably say the word like game changer. You were the one that changed a lot of these things. You were the one that didn't take their shit. You were the one that asked them to grow up. And they see you as quite enlightened, and I'm hearing the word consciousness. So they see you as someone that is not very riddled with what are the duties, so to speak, of a woman, but you are very empowered woman. That's what I really feel. And I think that because of how you conduct yourself, you have strong divine feminine and dark feminine energy both. So it's not, none of them are bad or good or bad, light and dark. They make a whole. So it's like, I keep hearing the word goddess. It's like you truly, truly live up to what a woman is. And I think that was very uncomfortable for this person, because you're not in this energy where this person has seen maybe their mother growing up or their sister or other women around them that usually are in service to men. But you are empowered in a manner that I feel that you are in a receiving energy. You're someone that requires the man to do things for her. That's the difference that I see. It's somewhere in layman term, I would put it as like karmic versus divine energy. And again, I don't say this to demean any other person in their life or their mother or their sister. That's not what I mean at all. I just feel like it takes a lot of work for a person to let go of their trauma and their defenses and the masculine shield that they've put around, especially being a woman, to recognize that she's safe in her body, that she can take care of herself. So, if you've been through that journey or you're going through that journey, you would completely understand what I'm actually trying to say without including a superiority complex over here, right? It's genuinely about a woman that recognizes her divinity and how she can attract those things rather than chasing men or the society to give her that security that she doesn't feel in herself. And that is a part of alchemy. That's not something that is physically attained, right? It's literally the embodiment of divine feminine and dark feminine energy. Without dark feminine, there is no light. So, this person, I feel like what I've explained is quite elaborative, and they would probably not put it like that, but they see how you are sitting to receive rather than to just give. And I think that has truly, truly intimidated this person because you're very, very gifted in that manner. You're different because of it. And I think this is also one reason why they don't feel worthy of you, because they're still living through their karmic energy. Um, they have been working on themselves, but the deeper I connect with this energy, it tells me with the winter that they have not they're not this is not the energy of um, someone that's actively trying to develop their divine masculine energy, because this person seems someone that looks at you like, wow, she can do that, wow, I don't have that. It's very funny because they aligned with you, with someone like you. So it means they had free will. It means they could have chosen to evolve with you. So you both met at a same, psychological wounding level, at a heart frequency, but you outgrew them. You kept on outgrowing them. But this person somewhere just gives me like they remain stuck. If this person doesn't work on themselves in this given current moment, I feel like your connection will dissipate. I'm gonna be very honest. It does make me feel like you will grieve this relationship because a person like you, whether you're a man or a woman, you just have that feminine energy in this reading, does tell me that you will not find this attractive later on. And I don't think I get a definitive answer whether this person will come through or not, or if I'm implying that they won't come through. No, I'm not getting that as of now. So it does seem like a 50-50. It does seem like you're still connected, because I think that it worries you a lot. Where is this going and where will it take us? But the thing is, I'm going to offer you a perspective that don't think of this person as someone that's incompetent or as someone that you should feel pity for. Oh, they're not that spiritual. They probably don't understand how to do shadow work. No. A lot of us are not taught how to do all of these things. We learn to become alchemists. So don't ever feel pity for a grown up. This person can also choose to educate themselves if that is what they want. And that's why I'm not trying to dig too deep into whether they will come through or not, because it does seem like the contract is still going on. It does seem like anything can happen in your situation with the winter, which means that the process is not done with right now, so I can't make comments on what I possibly see over here. The winter is the gestation phase, right? The hermit, the pause. The alchemist knows the winter opens a portal to the divine. Magic is afoot. I think Spirit wants to let you know that it's not about just being quote unquote chosen to walk this path. I mean, definitely, some people have a very strong calling. Some people are just naturally natural alchemists and they are old souls. But it doesn't mean that other people on earth are not going through their soul evolution. Maybe they're not going through the pace in which quote unquote spiritual people are going through it. But other people also have a soul evolution. Maybe their progress shows differently. We live in an ecosystem. We're all interconnected, right? So nobody's purpose is less or more than the other. And in this situation, I think the emphasis I'm trying to give upon is the fact that don't feel sorry for someone just because they don't look spiritual or something like that. Like, this person can also push through if they genuinely want to, because they also have that divine light that you do. Since we're all connected with each other, we're all a part of God consciousness, and this is also another form of God consciousness, such as you, right? So it's a lot about how do they choose to exactly my point. Thank you, Spirit. Source. Don't underestimate the ability of a human that is actually determined to change their life around. And if that determination is something that this person finds within themselves, they will pull through, regardless of this outcome of regardless of the outcome of this relationship or this connection that you share with them. I think that the most that I feel guided to kind of console you, but also make you really understand, is that you have absolutely no control over what decisions they make. And that might make you feel helpless because you're tied in with an outcome from this person. Maybe it's that, if they do pull through, if they do become conscious, or they let go of their ego, it'll be good for you to know that you were worth working for. And I feel like the funniest thing over here is that you are already worth it in their own eyes. It's not about you. They don't see themselves worth it enough. It's like a give and take, like a 50-50. They do see themselves sometimes like that, but then they don't. And that's like a tug of war between their dark and light. And for you, I feel like the mind and subconscious, you're holding on to this connection because somewhere your ego is struggling to validate itself. Your own internal belief struggles to believe, your subconscious, that you are worthy without this person. You're kind of looking for an external validation, and that's why you're stuck at this on this person. Um, you might already know that, because you seem like a very introspective person. But then again, I feel like they just wanted you to really know that. Might be a confirmation. Yeah, see? Feeling unworthy, not deserving. Both of you are matching at that core wound level, right? So I feel like this reading might be a reality check for somebody. I'm gonna use this deck, see what comes out. You are a beautiful person. Pile number 4, don't doubt that, okay? What is your person thinking? Wow, we have 2 cards of familial influence. One of them is about good advice, the other one is about bad advice. I think that I did speak about their family dynamic and the relationship with their mother, which is very big. And I don't think that their mother figure is actually doing any wrong. I think that your person has been pretty spoiled in the past. That's what I feel. I think that one of the most assuring thing I can definitely say that we all go through is that when you are never experienced divine energy, and when it actually shows itself, you kind of think that it's too good to be true or it's not good, because your perspective is so limited and so corrupted with the karmic energies that you've experienced, that you feel like this person's got to be fake. And that's how I think they look at you. They think that there's got to be something wrong with you, that you're hiding a very big secret, or you're selfish, or you're foolish, is also what the word I'm hearing. It's like their mental lens needs to go through a pod so that they can actually see you for who you are, instead of projecting all their pain onto you, because they can't accept you. Okay, so we have enough. So again, I feel like, their past, the energy that I keep picking up is interacting with a lot of women that objectify themselves by the way that they dress, because those women also struggle with self-worth, and they put their body before their heart or their soul in front of people to gain acceptance and feel lovable. And I think that this person is so used to people chasing them that you not chasing them just makes them feel so dejected and worthless in comparison to you, because you're not really using maybe your physical appearance to lure them in. That's what I really feel. And you are very confident in solar plexus charisma, and it's like I see, like, sometimes they can really see you when they're feeling a little bit better about themselves, but when they're triggered, they're just trying to find flaws in you. And this connection, like, is like a trust fall or a leap of faith, and you guys absolutely have no awareness about where this will go. Is a lot of uncertainty, and I think both of you think that either this can be a great love story or it can be a like big heartbreak. That's what I feel both of you think. They see you as a very determined person, and your person is someone that's unaccommodating and dominating because of their upbringing and how easy it might have been for them. They're quite pampered. And we have the new beginning card. So I think you are hoping for something that really comes through. I think your person is very self-absorbed and like throwing a pity party for themselves. That's what I feel. And maybe that's how sometimes you also start thinking about them, because their energy towards you is trying to seek sympathy. That's what I feel. This person is trying to seek sympathy energetically. You might be receiving psychic communication because you are connected to each other, so it's not quite far-fetched, right? That they are thinking about themselves in a pitiful manner, and then they hope that you also feel sympathy for them and come back and cut them a slack. But that's just a recipe for disaster. That's why I felt the need to constantly saying that don't feel sorry for a grown-up person. Okay, first I have to heal and forgive my parents. I feel like you would make a great parent. It's like, they see both sides within you. Sometimes good, sometimes like just projection. You're intoxicating. I'm reparenting myself. I'm learning what doesn't serve me. I have been having major realizations about our love. Spirit is saying that, they do recognize it is difficult dealing with this person. With you, I would do it all over and over again. They're not an easy person to deal with, especially because of how pampered they have been, I think. Talk to me, I do hear you telepathically. Find me in your heart. I did say there's psychic communication. I don't understand how, but I recognize you from before. I can feel it in my bones. I'm currently very unsure about how to make it better, and I need to slow down. Everything is changing within me and around me. This is the winter gestation, and I just didn't think I could handle the intensity, so I ran away. The fun fact over here that I'm picking up is that the intensity that they felt was actually of their own wounds. It doesn't make me feel like it was about the roaring emotions for you. I think the connection just amplified the blockages that they have. And you held a very strong mirror in front of them that made them feel like they're not man enough, honestly. So I'm going to leave this here. I hope it was helpful. Hit the like button, subscribe for more. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye.